what is organizing? You may use this word many times in your life also. Okay, you say that I am very good at organizing myself, or organizing things in my home, things in my room, or I am very good in organizing my activities in the day. So there's a common word what we use in our life, okay, about organizing. So organizing is basically a function of management. When you want to manage something, you need to perform the activity called as organizing, right? First, we will move on to understanding about what is organizing. Then we will move on to understanding other concepts. So what is organizing? According to Kuhn and O'Donnell, the management gurus, they have defined organizing as organization involves the grouping of activities necessary to accomplish goals and plans. The assignment of these activities to appropriate departments and the provision of authority, delegation, and coordination will be the main aspect of it. What do you do first? You divide your activities. For example, say you have a particular activity to do, you divide into sub-activities, and you give authority and responsibility to complete those activities. Right? So you give authority and responsibility to complete those activities. So that is basically called as the organizing. So organizing is a function which will enable us to divide one big activity into small activities, and it will also assign authority and responsibility. For example, say you take an example of our own college. Okay, we have a task in front of us, right? So we plan our academic activities every year. So how do we plan our academic activities? You see, how many subjects are there, when you have to complete the syllabus, when the examination has to be done. Okay, then we'll also look at the assignments. All these things we'll be planning, and we will divide them into different activities. For example, say assignment. There are different subjects are there. Each subject will have a particular week to complete. That is basically called dividing your activity. And so who has to monitor that? A particular teacher has to monitor submission of the assignments and evaluation of the assignments, and all these things you need to do. Okay, so this is about the organizing. You divide your activities into different sub-activities, and you assign authority and responsibility for each activity. Okay, then only this activity can be completed, and you can achieve what are the objectives that you have set for your organization. Okay, so this is about the meaning of organizing. So it basically involves division of work. You have a given a work, you divide the work into different sub-works. Okay, and coordinating the activities of all your people who are involved in completing the activity is also part of it, right? So you divide the work and you coordinate the work so that your work is completed in a given time in order to achieve your objective. That is basically called as the organizing. So organizing is an important function in management. Okay, when you look at, because after planning, you need to know what work has to be done. Okay, for example, say you plan to go for a movie, right? When you make a plan, okay, you divide your activities. What are the activities to go for a movie? You have to first select which movie you have to go. That's an activity. Then you need to book the tickets. That's an activity. You have to collect the money from your friends. Book the tickets. That's another activity. You have to make arrangement for transportation. That is another activity. So once you reach the cinema theater, and you have to buy some food, for that you need to again collect money. That's another activity, right? So when you have a plan to go for a movie, there are so many activities are there. So you divide your main task into different activities and delegate work, or delegate authority and responsibility and coordination to complete the task. That is basically called as organizing. We have taken very simple example to understand, and it's a very, very important event in everybody's life to celebrate birthday. So consider that you are celebrating a birthday at your home, your own birthday. Okay, so you want to uh, divide your activities. Okay, to execute your plan. Your plan is to celebrate birthday at home. Okay, there are so many activities are there to celebrate birthday at home. First, you need to arrange the venue where you are going to celebrate, whether it is in your living room or on the terrace or outside your house. You need to arrange the venue. So that is one particular activity. Then decide what the guests to invite. Okay, you have to invite your friends, your relatives, and so on. So decide the guests to invite. You need to order for the food, whether you're making at home or you're making it outside and ordering it. Then you need to order the cake. Okay, decorating the venue. See, there's so many activities are there when you make a plan to celebrate birthday at your home, right? So this process is called as organizing. Divide your main task into sub activities and you delegate authority and responsibility, right? You delegate authority and responsibility and ensure that there is a coordination between your activities because these are all sub activities of the main task. Main task is celebrating birthday. There should be coordination between these activities. If you don't arrange venue where you keep your cake, where people will come and assemble. If you don't decorate venue, it doesn't look like a birthday party, right? And you have to invite your guest. Okay, so without guests you can't celebrate, and you need to offer some food for your guests. So that's why you need to have coordination between these activities. So there should be delegation of authority and responsibility and coordination.